I'm Luke, I'm Head of Client Services. I give Harvest a 2 out of 5. For more reviews like this, click below. Before Harvest, we were using a tool called Synergist, and it was a quite extensive kind of project management software. So it did a lot more than what Harvest was designed to do, but it didn't do it very well, and we found it very difficult to use. So we ended up getting rid of Synergist and decided to give Harvest a try instead. We chose Harvest because we needed something that was very simple to use. Anyone could pick it up without any training and understand how to use it. And what we wanted it to do was to allow us to track our time and be able to take that tracked time, turn it into an invoice and invoice our clients, and then to be able to see a kind of up to the minute view of whether those invoices have been paid or not. And that's exactly what Harvest allowed us to do. It didn't try to do too much, and it did it very, very simply. So no one required any kind of onboarding or training to get up to speed with it. Very simple. From what I remember as well, invoicing had the ability to brand invoices and send invoices through the platform. So it just did everything that we needed it to do at the time. We found it really easy to get started on Harvest. We didn't book any onboarding time or training time or anything like that. We just picked it up and started using it. And that's testament to how easy Harvest is to use. It's all cloud-based, so we didn't have any software licensing to worry about. We got everybody set up really quickly. The ability to kind of track time was really easy, and the most intuitive things were then being able to convert that time into invoices. The fact that also it could do like one-off invoices as well as like recurring or retainer invoices was a key requirement for us. And again, it did it so simply that we really didn't need any help at all. We just got cracking on our own. I think for anyone who's looking for a time tracking and invoicing platform, and that's all that you want it to do, there's not really any software out there that I can think of that's better than Harvest at doing that. Ultimately, we chose not to stick with Harvest, but that was largely because we wanted to make use of Jira and all of its great project management capabilities, and we used other tools to then kind of bridge the gap for invoicing and time tracking. So I think for anyone that's got a fairly simple requirement, small agency, and just wanting to get those basics of getting those invoices out on time and tracking the money in and out, does that really, really well. And you won't need to train anyone. Everyone will be able to just get up to speed really quickly. I think if you use other tools, like we were using Jira at the time, it does fall down a little bit. It's being able to get like really granular in your invoicing or in your timesheeting. Actually, the integration between Jira and Harvest isn't great. It could be a lot better. So that was the key reason why we chose not to carry on with it. But I think had we have been using a different piece of software, or even Harvest just on its own, maybe with its companion kind of forecasting app, then we would have been quite happy to stick with it for a long time. So I would recommend it for any kind of small agency or small business that wants to have those basics covered.